All right, everybody, Samori Benjamin here at Yankee Stadium, here with Baltimore Orioles rookie Jeremiah Jackson. Jeremiah, man, it's a pleasure to meet you. Congrats on your big league call-up. You're at Yankee Stadium right now, so what does it feel to be here about to play a baseball game?
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's awesome. It's my first time here, so it's good to be able to see the park, a lot of history there. But yeah, it's a dope stadium. I'm happy to be here.
You know what, man? I meant to say that I saw Mr. Alabama Baseball in 2018. Really cool because I know the year after your current teammate, Gunnar Henderson, also won that award. I got a chance to meet him last year. So the back-to-back Alabama Baseball Player of the Year is right here on the Orioles, man. So how cool is it to be able to play with Gunnar, man?
Yeah, it's awesome. Really good guy. Great ball player, obviously, but yeah, he's been good in helping me get to the bigs and kind of, being, I guess, a vet. I know he's younger than me, but kind of like a vet and helping me, just really become a better big league player.
Did you know him in Alabama?
Yeah, we knew each other a little bit.
Okay, so you're from Mobile, the Mobile area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was it like? And first of all, just how did you get into baseball growing up in Mobile?
Yeah, there's a lot of baseball history in Mobile. A lot of really good players played in Mobile, so that was kind of one of the big sports in Alabama. At the time, it was football and baseball mainly, a little bit of basketball, but yeah, it was something my family did. Everybody from Mobile basically played baseball at some point, and I was pretty good at it, so I just kept playing it, and it became my dream to be up here.
Now, is Willie Mays from Mobile?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I know he's from Alabama, for sure. Now, did you play any other sports growing up?
No, I played a little bit of basketball, but nothing too serious. But mainly just baseball and training. Yeah.
I know that there's no pro team in Alabama, so were you a fan of a team growing up?
Yeah, so my granddad's from St. Louis, so I grew up watching Cardinals and Albert Pujols and Matt Holliday and a bunch of those guys at the time. So it's pretty cool to be able to get into professional baseball, and I actually got a chance to meet Matt, and I played with Pujols in spring training back in 2019, I believe, or something like that. So,
yeah, because the Angels drafted him.
Yeah.
He was on the Angels at that time.
Exactly.
So you mentioned you met Matt Holliday, you played with his son, of course, Jackson Holliday. So someone being a Cardinals fan, you saw him and the Cardinals won the World Series growing up as a kid. So how was that getting a chance to meet him?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like you said, growing up as a Cardinals fan, it was fun. There's a lot of really good ball teams, a lot of good players. So it was a really good moment to be able to meet him.
Did you have a favorite player growing up?
Yeah, Albert Pujols probably.
That's
what I watched.
Yeah, man, so it had to be amazing when you play with him. I'm going to get to that in a second. But, just growing up, like I said, you mentioned Alabama and baseball. So what was it like just playing in Mobile and other parts of the state in baseball? How was the competition level?
Yeah, it was good. Like I said, there was a lot of baseball growing up. So a lot of good competition, a lot of good guys that come out of Alabama who played pro ball, college ball, even football and basketball. There's a lot of good athletes in Mobile, so growing up in Mobile, it was always competitive, and we had a good time.
Yeah, I know Alabama, down south, big football state. Did you play football at all?
No football, just strictly baseball, a little bit of basketball, but...
Nice, man. Okay, and you play all over the place. You play some outfield to infield. Growing up, primarily, what did you play and what do you like playing the most?
Yeah, I grew up playing shortstop. Shortstop, a little bit of third, but once I got to pro ball is when I really started venturing out playing other positions. But at this point, I think the versatility and being able to play all over the place has gotten me here. So for me, it's more so just about being comfortable at a lot of positions and just getting better at every position.
There's not a lot of Afro-Americans playing the game across the country, not a lot in Major League Baseball. Is one thing that I've looked at since I've been covering MLB over the years. So it's always good to see an Afro-American ball player here. Like I said, congrats again. Growing up in Alabama, your neighborhood and all that, how many of your Afro-American friends, peers were into baseball?
Yeah, a good bit. At the time when I grew up, I was just kind of, not really thinking about it. We all just played. I had a couple guys, like I said, went on to play. A couple guys made it to the big leagues. But yeah, it was fun. We had fun. We played. Mobile is a really diverse place, so there's a lot. And we just, had fun, put on the uniform and went and played.
Now, 2018, like I said, you got drafted that year, second round. So you decided to not go to college and go to draft, go to the Angels when they drafted you in minor league. So how did it feel in 2018? Now you're at that point where you're able to get drafted. How did that feel?
Yeah, it was awesome. Obviously, when you got a goal in mind to be a draft pick, anytime you get drafted, it's an awesome experience. But it was more so just satisfying to know that I was going to have a good chance to get to the big leagues, and my journey had started.
So what was the biggest difference from when you were playing high school in Alabama, Mr. Alabama in baseball, and then you get to the minor league? What was the biggest difference?
Yeah, I mean, really just obviously like the speed of the game got quicker. A lot more baseball involved. You kind of, I was in high school playing ball, going home after games, and now it kind of turned into, playing baseball and going back to the apartment with the guys and waking up and doing the same thing just about every day. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a good adjustment, and I'm very grateful for it all.
So being part of the Angels organization, like you said, you were a Pujols fan. Mike Trout was in the organization, of course. Shohei Ohtani, even Yankees bench coach Brad Ausmus was the manager in 2019. Were you in the organization? I mean, what the life gets get a chance to at such a young age in high school be around all those guys?
Yeah, I think it helped a lot because, like you said, there was a lot of stars there. So being young and being able to be there and mingle with those guys at the time, like it kind of helped with the whole getting used to being around big leaguers. So yeah, I mean, it was awesome. Like you said, a lot of really, really good players still playing the game and who have played. So I got to learn a lot from them, and it kind of shaped me into the player I am now.
Everybody grows up being fans of players, but are not able to get a chance to meet them. So you actually got a chance to be on the same team and spring training with Albert Pujols, the guy you grew up being a fan of. So what was it like? Did you tell him that you grew up being a fan of his?
No, I never told him, but I think he probably knew. Everybody was a fan of Pujols growing up, so he was kind of used to it at that point.
Awesome, man. Now, I know you guys traded in the minor league to the Mets organization. You got traded on what? That was August 1st when you got traded, right?
Yeah, I believe.
And you made your debut August 1st this year. Mm-hmm. That's also my birthday, August 1st.
Okay, well,
yeah.
It's a good day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So, what was it like though when you got traded? So, you were in the Angels organization for about 5 years, 4.5 years, what have you, and you get traded. What was that moment like?
Yeah, it was crazy. Anytime you get traded, it's a different atmosphere, and it's a little bit crazy, but it was good. I mean, I think it was a good part in my career for the trade, and I'm happy with how everything shaped out.
So you were with the Mets for a while. You had 2 really good seasons, and then you decided to leave and join the Orioles organization and made your debut this year. I mean, so first of all, when you made your debut at Wrigley Field August 1st this year, what did that feel like, man?
It was awesome. Yeah, I mean, you work hard to get there, and to be able to be there and it become the reality, it was fun. A lot of hard work to go, and I'm excited for what's in front.
Yeah, 7 years, so that's definitely a grind, man. You stuck to it, and a lot of guys don't make it here at all. Like, it's a tough grind, more so than in the other 2 sports. You get drafted, you're on a big team. So, I mean, what was the moment like when you were able to, tell your friends and family that you got the call?
Yeah, they were all happy. A lot of tears, a lot of excitement. But yeah, like I said, it's something that I've worked for my whole life, and to be able to have it happen, it's been awesome moments for sure.
What did it feel like to have that first major league home run?
No, that was the best one yet.
Yeah. That was at Wrigley Field, right? Also, right?
No, it was at home. It was a couple weeks later.
Okay.
Yeah. It took me a little bit to get it, but I got it.
At Baltimore, and I know, of course, I believe your first game, you had that play where 3 Jackson Holiday, Alan Jackson, all that. 3 Jacksons making a play right there. So, what was that like to be part of history?
Yeah, it was dope. I didn't even realize that was a history moment until after it happened, but to be a part of it was awesome, especially that early in my career.
Got about 3 more for you. So, what's been the best part so far of your experience here in the major leagues?
Just being at all the stadiums, being in all the locker rooms, and just kind of living the big league lifestyle.
Has there been a pitcher who you faced who you grew up watching and were a fan of, and you faced so far, and you're like, wow, I'm facing this guy?
Yeah, Kershaw. That was probably the big one. There's been a few, but I would say Kershaw is the one that stood out the most.
Right, and you got to get him before he retired, so that's really cool. And last one for you, my man, who's the most talented teammate that you ever played with?
Most talented one I've ever played with? I mean, it's a good question. There's a lot of really good ones, especially on this team. Hard for me to really say one, but there's a lot of really good players on this team, I can tell you that much.
Okay, so you don't want to give anybody. Okay. I know it's tough. You get travel time.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch.
I mean, even though, yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
Jeremiah Jackson,
that,
Baltimore
rookie.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
all right, folks, we're back.
Appreciate it.